Hello? Is this thing on? I don't know. If you're watching from the future, hi, and welcome to the Dead Dodge Garage 20,000 subscriber special. Jamie builds a Thermoquad. There's the Thermoquad. I'm joined by my sister. That's my sister. And
Yay!
she's gonna talk to people or whatever.
I guess.
And handle the comment end of things while I build a Thermoquad. Oh, by the way, I forgot to do this. You can put them up on the screen. Like,
Right.
Isn't that amazing magic?
Oh, yeah, I know.
How's everybody doing? I'll tell you how we're doing.
Oh.
There's an insane storm overhead right now. So if you hear like a bunch of rain noise, that's why. And if you hear crazy booming thunder, like that, that's why.
Quieter.
Pretty cool. Very exciting. Anyway, hey everybody. See people hopping in now. Hello, Donnie, Stacy, Crash's Roadrunner Garage, Lovejoy, and Brent Forte. Unexpected indeed. I meant to make an announcement, but I forgot. So anyway, yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. I've never built a Thermoquad on a live stream before, but I've got a couple to choose from. Thanks to my friend Stacy, whose comment is on the screen there. He sent me these. Ooh, and a special surprise my sister doesn't know about yet.
Oh, boy.
Yay! Anyway, I've been planning to do a Thermoquad overhaul video for a long time, and I probably will do a real one later, but a live stream carburetor overhaul seemed like a good idea. If you guys don't remember, this is my 1979 Chrysler 300. It looks like that. And it has a few problems. Total lack of brakes is kind of a big one. But the Thermoquad on it now is a total piece of garbage. There's no accelerator pump. It's totally broken. It's seized. It's terrible. It barely runs. I got it started tonight to bring it in here. It wasn't easy. It never is. So I'd like to fix that. I'd like this thing to be turnkey. I'd like to be able to bring it in and out of the shop. I have all the brakes for this car. I'd like to get that done. And then tires also. Well, that one's going flat. That's not good. But yeah, that's my genius plan. If I could get it running a whole lot better tonight, then it'll be easier to work on in the near future. It's a pretty cool car, you know, by 70s standards. Oh yeah, there's the Barracuda up on the lift, the 68 Charger, of course, a whole bunch more Mopars. It's normal.
All right.
Oh, and if you haven't noticed, I'm streaming from my shop. I fixed the internet today. I had to crawl under my house. I ran a LAN cord like 200 feet. It's been a fun day. But anyway, it works now. What do you know?
All right.
She said something.
What?
Say hi, Caitlin.
Oh, hi. Hi, Caitlin.
Yeah, so she's got a microphone as well. She's not on camera because, I don't know.
You're not cool enough.
Not cool enough, exactly. So here's my Jamie's plan. I'm going to set up a camera here, and I'm going to babble at you as I tear these carburetors down. Now, the one on the car is set up with electronic fuel controls. That's an original lean burn car, and it has magic in it that controls the fuel mixture under certain situations. So that carburetor, in addition to the seized accelerator pump stuff, not a viable candidate. So I'm going to use an earlier one. Now, I have like 6 or 7 cores here. They're probably all going to have the same problem. So I'm going to dive into this one, which is the best looking one, but it's also missing some pieces. And then we'll probably get into this one and try and make one good carburetor out of the 2. The biggest problem with these is well plug leaks. The well plugs live under the main jets, and they're just gooped into place at the factory. Over the years, the goop disintegrates. It apparently wasn't totally gas-proof. And then they puke gas down the hole and do horrible stuff. So mission number 1 is going to be making sure the well plugs don't leak. If they do, but it's an otherwise good-looking body, I have epoxy, and we'll fix it. What do you know? What are the people saying?
Lots of stuff. I was mostly wondering if there's an echo, since I think we've got 2 microphones here.
Is there a horrible echo?
Is there a terrible echo?
Is the audio super, super bad? If so, we can fix it.
So, we got lots and lots of. Got a super. Oh yeah, here.
Oh.
I literally grabbed that for any time there's a super chat.
We're gonna let Prudence sing her happy song anytime we get a super chat. So thank you very much for that.
So
If you scroll to the very bottom,
yeah.
you'll see any new comments. If anyone's talking about the audio,
Oh, right.
keep scrolling. There is an echo. It's not bad.
Not horrible. Okay.
Okay. All right, we're gonna leave it alone until someone says otherwise.
Recording on the top of Niagara Falls. Not incorrect.
Can you hear the horrible rain on the roof? Because there is some. It is really bad.
It's gonna be real exciting if that lightning and it starts up again.
Oh yeah. Oh, and of course, you know, it wouldn't be the 20,000 sub special or Dead Dodge Garage live stream without some celebratory adult beverages. So my sister's drinking the strawberry, and I've got the last hazy Honey Crisp.
That Honey Crisp was pretty good too.
It's pretty good. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
All right.
I keep wanting to poke the screen because I'm so used to.
Yeah, don't poke the screen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the carburetor apart, and my sister is going to read comments and put them up. That's our genius plan.
All right. Let's.
Yeah, let's set this guy aside for now.
This seems appropriate for this moment.
Oh,
Here goes everything.
here goes everything. I just noticed something about my chosen Thermoquad core. It's got an idle screw broken off in the base.
Oh, that's not
All
right.
Never mind. We're going to plan B immediately.
That didn't take long.
Oh, man. We might get to plan F before long.
So, let's see.
My sister's never had to host a live stream before, so she's going to have to get her bearings.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Hello, Lovejoy. Is this unexpected?
Well, I didn't make the announcement until very late in the game because that's just who I am as a person.
Just how we all are as this family.
I'm sure you can hear that. You'll have to bear with us as Mother Nature has her way with Aberdeen.
We are experiencing some Washington.
We sure are.
Partech 76, new sub here, one of my favorite YouTube channels.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that.
Thanks for being here.
Sorry, I say man. I don't know what you are, but thank you in any case. Appreciate that.
Skulls are gender neutral.
Skulls are absolutely gender neutral, so I wouldn't know. This connecting rod for the choke is right in the way of pulling the needle plate thingy guy, so this has to come off. There we go.
Donnie's trying to jinx this immediately.
Donnie, what could probably go wrong? How about that?
What could not go wrong?
Pretty much.
Cart 70 says, let's build a carb.
Let's do it.
Doing it.
First, we have to unbuild it. Okay.
I know how to
Well, that can stay for
clean
now.
them.
Yeah, you have done that before, huh?
Yeah, I also took one apart, and then you told me to put it back together, and I had a meltdown.
Wow.
There were so many parts sitting there.
Oh, yeah. You ever noticed our memories don't quite line up on things?
Yeah, history is subjective.
It is. It really is. But you said a really important thing earlier when describing what this is. What is it?
It is a fuel toilet.
That's right. A fuel toilet. All right, what else we got?
We've got Mike J. Congratulations on 20K.
Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate that. It's very exciting.
It is. I think
It's actually 21K.
21K now.
Yeah.
21.3. That's very exciting.
Mm-hmm. It's all happening.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys catch me on Uncle Tony's Wednesday Tech Talk Live the other night? that was a very a fun time and a bright moment for me.
Raid Maker says cider.
Raid Maker. Always cider.
Backwoods Performance. Thermoquad.
Thermoquad. Hey guy, how's it going? Man, I saw that Gentle Ben is available for sale, and I mean, I wish. I'll just say that. I wish. That is a cool car.
Okay, I'm not to that point in the comments yet, but hi, Avon.
Avon, what is up? Avon has been with us since like the very beginning, and I mean the very beginning.
Avon was here before me.
Yeah. Avon's the longest of haulers, so thank you very much for that. We appreciate and enjoy your presence.
Okay, I might mispronounce this name, but Pete Bazitos. Hello, Jamie and Jamie's sister from New Jersey.
Hello from Washington. Thanks for joining us. Sometime soon I'll have this top plate off.
Yeah.
I think these can actually stay put.
This would be the easy part, right?
Well, I mean, basically, yeah. These ones, I don't know what I made you rebuild, but this is probably a little more complicated.
Yeah. This looks like twice as big.
These things are ridiculous. Yeah, I probably made you do an Edelrock, which is, you know, the AFB. That's the easiest one. Huh. That clip vanished into thin air. That was cool. Oh, well, I got spares. Anyway.
Something fly off there?
Yeah, an important circlip.
Oh.
Okay.
Seems like a problem.
It may be a problem.
It
is a me problem.
Daryl says hi from Detroit.
Hi, Daryl. How's it going?
And Stacy says hi to me.
Oh, yeah. Stacy sent you a present.
Is it chips?
It's chips.
Yay, thank you, Stacy.
Nick
Durkit says congrats, Jamie.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that. Thanks for joining us. There's more lightning and thunder or whatever. The sky rumbles. This one fits better.
Eric Wilson says Thermoquads are my favorite carburetor.
I love them. I mean, there are some common issues with them, and they are a little funky. But yeah, they can work very well. With these itty-bitty, teeny primaries, you can get some semblance of fuel economy. And then with these ridiculously large secondaries, you can get like 850 to 1,000 total CFM and all the bog your heart desires. So yeah, they're awesome.
Hey, let's go to this next one because can Jamie address if his rebuild addresses problems with current ethanol in today's gasoline?
Not at all. Jamie basically completely ignores that ethanol exists, and it essentially always works out. And the biggest problems you'll have are, you like that?
Did you see that message come in?
No. Why? What, did that sound prepared?
No.
What message?
There was a message that popped up. I saw it on your phone first, not on here.
What did it say?
It was
Donnie. Oh, I know what's wrong with it. Yeah. Donnie says it ain't got no gas in it. And he is right, thankfully. Okay, there's one more rod here. But I think
popcorn is on. This should be good.
Popcorn is on. Nice. Okay. So this rod right here, this one is a pain in the butt. It's hooked by this plate. In the past, I've done a dirty hack and bent these out with a screwdriver, and it kind of looks like someone already did that on this. The other way to deal with it is to remove the tiny bolt. But then this goofy little two-piece linkage comes apart, and the spring could go flying. So I'm just going to do the dirty hack with it, I think. Especially because I don't even know if this carb's a viable candidate yet. So if you're going to do this, which you shouldn't, make sure you bend it back later. Thank you.
Popcorn is a great idea.
Definitely. Okay.
Bill Johnson says, hey, Jamie.
Hey, how's it going there, Bill? Okay, Rod. Hey, if you haven't done this 1,000 times, or if you don't have 18 more cores to look at to get all the rods right, make sure you take pictures before you get into it. Ooh, I'm going to take the idle screws out. How many people are hanging out?
Where do I find that on here?
Top
Oh,
left corner.
78. 79.
79 of you out there watching me build a carburetor.
If you don't mind,
Break a carburetor.
slippity slap that like.
Oh, you should slippity slap the like button. Please do that because it does stuff for the things with the deal. I've never done a Friday Night Live before. I guess if this goes well, maybe I'll do it more eventually. But we'll see. All right, I'm going to show you a magic trick. I've kind of alluded to this on camera before, but I've never actually shown it. Because it's on camera, it's not going to work. So just be ready for that. Anyway, what you want to do is take your really expensive screwdriver and use it like a hammer. The top plate is loosened, right? But it's still attached. So you want to take your tool. You want to go around the outside of the top plate. Okay, not quite enough hammering. You don't want to pry this off. You want to shock it, basically. Ah, well, the bottom plate's falling off, but the top is being stubborn.
Gently push it.
I could get an actual hammer. There's one right here in the drawer, but I always use a screwdriver. This is a great trick for cases where you can't get a replacement gasket. If you need the gasket, make sure you beat on this thing, get it to come apart. I may have to pull the stud, and it doesn't want to move. No, it goes through.
Okay, so I'm going to move to the comment that came with the super chat.
All right, you should do that.
2-speed wipers versus variable speed wipers on 1970 Dodge Dart.
2-speed's way simpler, and parts are everywhere and cheap. 3-speed wipers is a different switch, different motor, obviously. I mean, I don't think it matters. Who needs 3 wiper speeds? 2 is standard. Yeah, I mean, I would just stick with whatever your car came with because it's really not worth the trouble to change it. Yeah, I like the 2-speed. I like simplicity, and those parts are everywhere. Man, see, I told you my magic trick wasn't going to work because I'm on camera.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
We were prepared for this.
Did I miss a screw? I don't think so. You do need to get these 2 screws in here in the air horn, which I have done. There's screws all around the perimeter there, and as you can see, they're out, but it's still just hanging out to do life. There we go. Oh, yeah. The proper smack. Okay. Okay. Come on now. Oh, yeah. And those inside screws, every single time, they are so much longer winded than you think. Every time. So make sure they're actually backed all the way out. I don't think I usually take them out of there. That would be way too much work. Ta-da! There you go. And? Okay, well, I guess they're coming out now. Only because I said something. Look at that. Gasket, 100% fine. Mm-hmm. Pretty nice.
Tiny. Right. There were a bunch of answers about the audio, including Lovejoy. Sounds like you're recording on top of Niagara Falls. That's because we basically
were a minute ago, yeah. All right. Oh, this is awesome. I bought a carb kit. The cheapest carb kit money could buy. But maybe I won't need it. That would be great. This is your Thermoquad on drugs.
Hope your stream doesn't flood the shop.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Okay. Yeah, this bottom plate gasket is stuck in place. So this little fella here, the arm that runs on that cam, try not to lose that.
Well, what if I lost it?
You're screwed. Got to tear apart another Thermoquad. Thankfully, the gasket's holding it in place. Okay, so this is the bottom. I mean, it looks good to me. Look how clean this is. Thanks, Stacy. It's just awesome. I mean, it's full of hair in here, but I mean, this looks brand new, so that's pretty great. Yeah. Ooh, I showed this in the 73 Polera Washington State Patrol car video a while back, but there are a couple different versions of this gasket. This is something you need to watch out for on any carburetor, different versions of the gasket. What the person that restored that carb had done was install one that didn't, this opening, that's what it was. This opening under the gasket was open right through here. and it whistled and was a horrible vacuum leak, which was just super cool. So anyway, always check your gaskets. If there are 2 or 3 in the box, there's a reason for that. Make sure all the holes match. Yeah, there's that clip. If the other one's with Jesus now. Yeah.
Okay. Raining in Olympia-ish and not raining in Port Orchard. We are in glamorous Grays Harbor.
Where it's always raining.
It's always raining.
I'm losing important things.
Recording under Niagara Falls.
Pretty much.
My shoes are very wet. My toes are very cold. Oh, right. There's a heater.
Oh, yeah, there is a little tiny heater there for your feet, yes. The entire shop yard is basically a lake right now.
It was brutal. I picked the wrong shoes. My heels are waterproof. I should have worn those.
Mm-hmm. If you pull the little separator, make sure you put it back in. I'm going to flip this upside down. Look at all the sand in here. This is incredible.
Powerful heater for its size.
Isn't that great?
I love that.
Yeah. I got to figure out where my camera is. Anyway, red, nasty dust in there. The carburetor cleaner of choice tonight is Berryman B12, but only because it was the cheapest thing that crap had. Okay, so I was talking about the wells.
Someone
These
did say
are the well plugs.
There is some audio echo. Are you listening to yourself?
I'm not listening to myself. I think it's the timing between the 2 different. Here, let's see if that improves things. We have 2 different mics in the same room, so that may be related. Let me know if that improves things. I apologize if the sound is horrible. I could just make her move farther away. You'll still hear me echoing through the shop. Anyway, in the bottom of the Thermoquad main body, right there, the main jets. And underneath them are these well plugs. And if you see that white goo there, that is what always fails and allows gasoline to leak past these plugs, and it ends up inside your engine, richening the mixture and basically making tuning impossible. These ones actually look really nice. I might have made a good decision here with option B. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean it out, make a humongous mess, and then I'm going to spray this down into the main jets, and we'll check the wells and make sure they're still dry. We could use air too, but that's way across the shop. Ooh, here you go. Mmm, delicious. That's a great flavor there. Good snack for later. Did anyone say anything about that improving the audio by chance?
No, one person said it sounds fine, but I think it might just be that, I don't know.
It probably, yeah, what she said.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Buzz said, salud.
Salud!
Cheers. McLovin Garage. This is an adventurous endeavor. Salute to your success.
Thank you, McLovin. Really appreciate that. We'll see if this endeavor is at all successful. I'm not holding my breath. If the carburetor goes together okay, then there is still the matter of getting it on the car, and the fuel line configuration on the late Thermoquad is different than the early Thermoquad, so I'm going to have to mess with the fuel line. That's going to be fun. That goo is really hanging on. This camera's killing me.
Your plan in its entirety is to devise a plan.
No. My plan in it... Hold on, I have to drink.
Drink.
My plan in its entirety is to crowdsource a plan. Does anyone have a plan?
The viewers are missing the carb cleaner smell.
Oh, yeah. It's every bit as bad as you think it is.
It's nostalgic for me.
It's just another day for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on actual carb cleaner. Normally, I use brake clean for this. I always have brake clean. I almost never have carb cleaner. Don't know why.
Oh, brake clean.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Oh, that's the best.
Do I need to get you a can so you can have a little?
Let's just spray it on before I leave the house. It's a little upsetting that my best jumpsuit doesn't smell like the shop. But somehow my Carhartts still do.
Wow.
I have washed them dozens of times.
Wow. What's going on in the comments? Anything?
The comments.
Have you reached the bottom yet?
Oh, absolutely not. No,
I didn't.
No.
Are we 15 minutes
You keep
behind?
talking.
Well, you got to make it two.
Stacy says, "Ah, shit, if that's one of the carbs I sent, I apologize. I didn't even notice that screw busted off."
Well, neither did I. I chose it for this, and I didn't notice. So there you go. All is forgiven. This is also one of the ones you sent. So we'll see what this one's like. I'm still cleaning it. There's a whole ton of nasty gunk in here. Oh, yeah, there's a good one. There are little rubber seals down here that feed the boosters, and you need to make sure to fish those out and replace them.
You don't want to scrub those with a wire brush.
No, not with a normal wire brush, no. I have a brass bristle brush. Say that like 7 times fast. That's pretty good for soft materials like this. But no, I'm just using the carb cleaner, letting the carb cleaner do the hard work, and then scrubbing it out with a towel. And that works just fine. I am going to attack the outside in a minute here, because if I'm going to do all this work, I want it to look semi-decent. And you know, the real reason I picked option A is because it was already clean. Oh, well. What do you quit multitasking?
Nothing. The video seemed to temporarily freeze on here, so I was waiting to see if it did on the actual stream.
Wow.
Looks fine.
That's great news. If there are horrid technical difficulties, we apologize profusely.
Very Washington happening.
We very apologize.
It sounds like a toad strangler out there.
Nice.
Aberdeen makes more sense that you have rain and we're not currently.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, all the rain is here basically. Do you ever find yourself wondering where the rain is at any given time? It's here.
Lovejoy. Maybe Mother Nature should take Aberdeen out to dinner first.
Can at least buy me some flowers. Okay. We're gonna get sciencey. Oh, I turned the sound down, but I still hear it.
Yeah, me too. Kelly Smith. Damn, I almost missed out on this. Glad I looked at my phone. Congrats.
Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate that. And glad you made it. I don't know how long this is going to take. We'll see. I kind of need to be done at dinner time, which is 8 o'clock. So hopefully less than another hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay. Obviously, again, there's still a whole lot of cleaning to do here. I will clean the exterior of this bowl. I will make sure it's at least kind of sort of flat. The other thing these do is warp, unfortunately, which sucks. But the most important thing here is the wells. If I'm going to have to epoxy the wells, I want to know that right now. So I'm going to take my carb cleaner. Gasoline works fine for this as well. And I'm going to fill underneath the main jet. And it's going to gurgle out there at the booster feed. Nice. That's full. I'm going to do the other side. Is that full? Maybe. I think it is. Yep. It's full. Okay, I had fully dried around the plug. So now we're going to look at them. So far, so good. Yeah, wow. I might have gotten really lucky here. I mean, again, the sealant on these looks really, really good. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes there are obvious voids in it. You know, it'll tend to be pretty obvious that you're going to have a problem. These look great. So, you know, for my purposes and for what we're doing here tonight, I'm going to leave them alone. But again, if you have this problem, you knock them off of there, which will be easy. If they're leaking, that sealant is just going to let go. So you knock them off of there and then use your epoxy flavor of choice to goop them back on. I'll take a razor blade and I'll scrape that old, whatever it is, sealant, epoxy goop. I'll scrape that stuff all off of there. Works pretty well.
Gary Hergert says you need a mic on your person. Just don't want to hear dogs outside.
Oh, come on.
Right now, no dogs. Just rain.
Yeah, we don't have any dogs anywhere near to here. Yeah, and I could have done. Well, I don't have one of them fancy clip-on mics.
Get one.
I should.
Donnie.
I'm not going to, but I should. What did I say?
Something about Taco Bell straw.
What?
No.
Sometimes the things you say confuse me, Donnie.
Eric Wilson, I'm spending a relaxing, high-quality evening building a brand new 125cc engine for my Trail 70.
Oh, Trail 70, cool.
Listening to DDG.
Awesome.
And DD sister.
Mm-hmm.
He
Appreciate
didn't say that, but I'm
like
here.
Tom's got one of those. I want one. I want a small bike of some kind at least. I don't know. I always thought I wanted like a Kawasaki Enduro. I was super into those for a while there, but those little trail bikes. I think is Tom's a 70. I'm not sure. I think it is. I actually owned a couple of those once, and somehow my friend and old partner Jordan ended up with them and made a bunch of money off them.
That guy
That guy
has to be the luckiest guy ever.
Well, I don't know about all that.
He's got weird luck.
Moments. I think I might be the luckiest guy ever. Things just keep going, not amazing, but kind of okay. You know, what more could you really want in life? Man, this is stubborn. All right, well, again, the well plugs.
Already said hi to Avon, but
Just drain that all over my sister's nice boots real fast.
that's fine. They need some
cleaning.
Dirt. They're too
This
nice.
is from the other mess I just made, and so is this. It ran down from here. You can see that. There is nothing around the well plugs. Every time, I can't do the camera. It's a big problem. Well plugs are good, so I am going to just rebuild this body, probably. I will grab a straight edge real fast and make sure it's not totally warped and horrible. You should inspect these. I mentioned that one for the Polera, Gary Herger's Polera. Gary's in the comments. That one, it had the wrong gasket for the base plate, which was really dumb. But it also had a horrible repair back here. Like, this whole section was made out of epoxy. I mean, it worked. But I had to sand it top and bottom to try and get a nice sealing surface. It turned out nice enough. But yeah, something to look for. These things can crack, and they could have been repaired 30 years ago, and you wouldn't know if you didn't look. So yeah, I'm going to grab a straight edge. Well, you read more questions.
Okay. McLovin Garage says that they caught Tony's live. Tony's Tech Talk featuring Uncle Dead Dodge was good.
Uncle Dead.
I did go and watch a bit of that.
Nice.
I realized yesterday that I had missed it.
Typical.
No, I meant to go like hit the bell on Uncle Tony so that I would get the notification.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to do that.
Wow. The truth comes out.
I'm the worst.
Yeah, if you don't know, I was on Uncle Tony's TikTok Live on Wednesday, which was super awesome. Thanks again to Tony for having me on, and thanks to Kiwi for having to have his accent removed. You know, went in for surgery of some kind.
I did catch that part. Having his accent.
He's having his accent removed. Anyway.
Rusty Fuel says, great show with Uncle Tony.
Thank you. I was just going to say, Rusty Fuel, I know you were there. A whole bunch of my followers were there, people that we normally have in these live streams. So thank you very much. It's very appreciated. Of course, I know a lot of you guys are over there anyway.
I had the chat going while I was watching the replay, and I saw many familiar names.
Yep.
And everyone was very nice.
I didn't get to shout out to everybody.
All of our people were so polite.
But as I was scrolling through the hundreds and hundreds of comments, I did see a lot of names that I know.
Oh.
So yes, thank you very much.
So I'm not to the bottom yet, but someone popped in and said, hi, I'm here from Uncle Tony's crowd.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for joining us. We picked up about 100 subscribers from being on with Tony. So
yeah, I noticed.
If you're among that group, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And also the
we do
merch
have a
orders have gone
question.
through the roof over the last few weeks. So thank you very much for that. If you don't know, my merch store is deaddodgegarage.com and click on merch. We've got awesome stitched hats on there, trucker hats, of course. We've got sock hats, and we've got really high quality t-shirts. So check them out.
It's like the only trucker hat that makes me actually want one.
Oh, I love trucker hats. I became a trucker hat guy when my
So we
hair
do have a
grew
question
out.
up here. Rusty Rod Knocker
Oh, yeah.
asks how many brands use the Thermoquad?
I just learned that they were used by, crap. Was it International or was it AMC? Nope, don't know. No idea. The Thermoquad originally was a bolt-on performance upgrade for the Rochester. The Quadrajet, one of the biggest problems with the Quadrajet, which honestly is a decent carburetor, I kind of like them. Dodge trucks used those after these were gone. But anyway, they were designed as a performance alternative. They're spread bore like the Quadrajet. They bolt on in place of the Quadrajet, but they have this thermoplastic body to prevent the boiling fuel problems, and also larger fuel reservoirs to prevent the running out of fuel problems. So the Thermoquad was a performance aftermarket carburetor for that. And then Chrysler went ahead and embraced it as a factory part starting in 1971 and starting on the 1971 340 cars. My 344-speed Demon has the very first part number Thermoquad that was ever used by Chrysler, and it's a very rare and expensive piece. But as far as how many other manufacturers use them, I don't know. I just heard that I swear it's International, but maybe it's AMC. I can't remember. At least one other company used them at some point. Ooh, kind of cool, actually. Hold on. Oh, where is it? Here we go. Now, I'm not using this for this project, but it just so happens that I own one. This is the original performance Thermoquad. This is the over-the-counter. Whoop, the camera's all backwards. Anyway. Notice it says Thermoquad on it, very fancy. And then it has this adjustable universal throttle linkage setup. It's pretty neat. Also, manual choke. Yeah, apparently these are actually worth something now, so that's good to know. I only have one. I think I'd rather hang on to it. Oh, here's a cool feature. So the original ones used by Chrysler in 71 only, look at these idle screws. Notice how they're kicked out at an angle like that? That is the early type. That went away for 72 on Chrysler. So it's only used in 71.
That is angled.
What?
The screws.
Yes. Yeah, they kick out like that.
Like little devil horns.
Yep. On these ones, these standard ones, they point out and up, but straight forward. On those, they're like this.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bill Johnson, Wednesday with Tony was great. Had to catch it after the fact, though. Well, you caught it, and that's what matters.
Oh, yeah. Now, if you didn't notice me doing this a moment ago, I'm checking this with the world's tiniest straight edge. It looks pretty good. Now, there's a little area over here. If you look, I don't think you'll be able to see it. It's not quite perfect out to that outside edge, but it is such a small amount. I'm not worried about it. The gasket's going to take that up fine. But yeah, it's not quite perfect. I could see daylight under it. Not very much, though. Yeah, I think plan B was a really good plan. This one's looking good. So now I'm going to scrub the outside of it. I am not doing a concourse job, but I'm going to get the big chunks of grease off. I'm going to get the cobwebs off of this. I'm going to go ahead and use this entire can of carb cleaner, several rags, and then we will move on to the top plate.
Pete says that I pronounced his name correctly.
Nice.
And I will not be able to do it again.
I have a real good track record on that. People have thanked me for getting their names right, but then revisiting it later, I don't remember what I did the first time. It's an ongoing problem.
Yeah. BCC Photech.
Yeah.
Howdy from PT Gas Guy in Arizona. I recognize the name.
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday was great.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes. I saw an Anglia gasser. I think it was an Anglia gasser yesterday, and just got to thinking about the PT gasser again. I like it. I don't want to like it, but I do.
Uncle Dead was hilarious.
It's 4-wheel drive. I have a Durango here, which is a solid frame. It's 4-wheel drive, so I'd have to go find a beam axle, and I'd have to change the rear axle because it's 6-bolt. But it is a frame. I wonder how close it is in length. It would be really, really funny to put a PT Cruiser on top of a Durango. Anyway, what'd you say?
Nothing.
Uncle Dad. Yeah.
Uncle Dead
Yeah,
was
Uncle Dad.
pretty good.
It wouldn't have been my first choice.
Stacy said, "You're welcome."
Oh yeah,
I'm guessing.
Actually gotten into the snacks.
Guessing
We
for
better
the
do
chips.
that.
Oh yeah, you know. Dave, congrats on 21K and duck on for the next 20K.
Thank you, Duckman. Tom just sent me a link and said, you need to road trip this car back. So I'm going to have to go check that out later. Someone tell Tom I'm live streaming. He probably doesn't know. Tom's in Vegas right now, having way too much fun.
Oh, then he doesn't care that you're streaming.
No, probably not.
We're half an hour behind.
Yeah.
So take a drink.
Try to do gooder. All right, fine.
I'm not going
I didn't
to
realize how far behind we were.
Pete says, I caught you and Uncle Tony. The show was great.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I think we were talking for 2 hours and like 20 minutes. And we answered like 20 questions because we were just BSing and telling stories and yelling at the haters, etc. It was a lot of fun.
What was that thing closer to the end about someone being an idiot or calling Uncle Tony an idiot or something?
Yeah, a guy in the comments was like, he said, we did the problem is that we don't understand fuel injection. That's the only thing wrong with fuel injection is that we're idiots and don't understand it.
That's hilarious.
It was hilarious. It was good times. Because, yeah, I mean, nothing further on that. Like, just ridiculous.
We just laugh and move on.
Well, we spent a few minutes responding to that.
Yeah, it seemed like
but
it.
Anyway, but as I was saying, we talked for almost 2.5 hours and did not get to very many comments because it was just so cool chatting with him. And we seem to have a lot in common, at least as far as how we feel about these cars and how we like to interact with them. And I don't know, it was really cool. So I'm looking forward to doing that again sometime.
Rusty Rod Knocker
wants
to know which came first, the vapor lock or the phenolic carburetor.
Great question.
I don't know if I said that right.
Great question. Probably vapor lock. I mean, boiling fuel was a problem in Rochester's, but mostly for performance use, not in like your average street car.
Oh, Mom's here.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
How's it going? What is up? I just saw a weird trail of cleaner around this, and I'm pretty sure it's just from the cleaner I blew everywhere. But I'm going to check again, because it would be really silly if I did all this and it was actually bad the whole time.
Is that the whole answer on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
the fuel boiling.
I'm lost, so.
I'm new.
I barely know what I'm doing.
Why did I put on gloves?
We're far enough behind that Rusty Fuel said,
hit the like button harder.
I don't know if he was talking about the like button or
the
smacking it.
I forgot about that already.
That was a while ago.
Uh-oh.
Mom says the Oregon Ducks are losing, but the second half is coming up, so that's good news.
So remember how I said the well plug was fine? It's not fine.
It's not fine.
It's not fine at all.
I don't like that.
All right. Well, now we get to fix the well plug, so that's the good news. Wait, did that come out of here?
Lovejoy said, thanks for the popcorn idea, Donnie. Just threw a bag in.
Maybe I should plug this.
Okay. Brent Forte says Uncle Tony is going to open an electric car dealership called Kiss My Gas. I must have missed that if that was on the live.
Yeah. I just heard something about tons and tons of Ford dealers refusing to go along with the electric car program. I haven't made known my thoughts about electric cars, and I don't think I need to. You know, I mean, they have their place. I'm not anti. I think they have their place, but I think trying to change everything over to electric in like 2 years ain't gonna happen. And I've said that. I've said that. Not publicly, but
Did we get an Uncle Tony raid and didn't notice?
Did we?
It's 7:07.
Well,
and there are
on Fridays usually.
116 people.
Oh, 116. Wow. That is it's not a record yet, but it's getting there. So thanks for joining us, guys. Hopefully this is super exciting. I'm sure it is. Yeah. If you drop questions, my sister might even get to them eventually.
I won't.
Well, there you go.
KBTR says hi.
Hi.
Scott Day says, I'm here.
Scott Day is here. Hello, Scott.
Rusty Fuel, 78 guys with no Friday night dates. Well,
yeah.
They're all married.
Or they're married and yeah.
Nothing better to do.
I haven't had a Friday night.
Hiding from all of our children.
Okay.
Oops.
Would it be silly if that was a total false alarm and I just goobered it up and fuel actually came down through the
This is my favorite.
Through the opening?
Sideways. What a strange toaster you're building.
Oh yeah. This thing is going to make some wicked toast.
It
won't taste good, but it'll be
only
wicked.
the finest of toast.
The finest of toasts.
Michael Gaylord says hello from Ontario, Canada.
Hello from not quite Canada. I have been accused of being
cold as fucking Canada right now.
Secret Canadian and a West Coast Canadian, which is inaccurate, but only by like a couple hundred months. Not that much.
A few.
I guess it's a few. Okay, I think everything's still fine. I don't know what I did. I shook it, and I think it actually came down through the secondary opening.
Aw, people are complimenting me. That's cute.
Aw, is she doing a good job?
No, but Dust Devil Garage says Jamie, your sister, is the awesomest. Keep her around.
Oh,
He's stuck with me, whether he wants me to be here or not.
Yeah, it's kind of how siblings work.
I'm only here doing this because Alex was busy. So
yeah. A lot of you guys will remember my younger brother from our Oregon trip. We live streamed from my Corolla. And then my other brother, Colin, of course, you guys know Colin. He showed up in the middle of that live stream, which was really hilarious. Anyway, Alex just seems like he has the host personality, you know? He has that way about him. So I thought he'd be the perfect candidate. But no, he and some of his other married friends are going out and seeing a movie or something. He and his wife and friends and spouses. Anyway.
See, they didn't tell me what their plans were.
Yeah.
They just told me that they had plans and they didn't know yet what time they would be busy.
Well, whatever. Anyway.
I don't know.
So I'm stuck with this one. I think she's doing a fine job.
Don't know what this was in regards to.
Okay. Oh, already hit like.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for doing that.
Yes, McLovin, I am going to throw this on a car. I'm going to throw it on the car. That is my 79 300 right there. It's an original Thermoquad. Towards the end of the run for the Thermoquad, was it early 80s? I think they still had them, but anyway. Then Chrysler started using quadrajets. Anyway, yeah, that is an original lean burn, so I need to get rid of that carb, and I'm going to rebuild this one instead. So I'm going to try and get it together here. I'm about done with the main body. I'm about to move on to needles and seats and such, and then yeah, we'll get it all together. We'll put it on the car, and hopefully it works.
Just to address the newest comment from Mexican Spec at the bottom, you don't have a wife, Jamie?
Of course I have a wife.
He does. He has a Mrs. Jamie, and she is delightful.
I think so. Oh, that's funny. I was talking about the rubber plugs at the bottom of the booster. They actually stuck to the top plate on this one. I mean, I have a kit. This thing's in really good shape. I might just leave it alone and put it all back together. Make sure it's clean. There's no gunk in it. Make sure the accelerator works. Nah, those are all dried out. All right. Yeah,
someone said thermo toaster.
Thermo toaster. Wow. Yeah, that's not rubber anymore. Anyway, if you were on the side of the road, you could have just like cleaned this carb out and thrown it on. It probably would have worked. But yeah, these are super bad.
How gross are they?
I don't know.
Can we fix
Right?
it?
No,
It's fucked.
it's usually a family show, but my sister's here.
I immediately make it.
Uncle Tony's Live is not a family show, it turns out.
I think Avon says, I want as many speed options as possible so I can always have the perfect wiper speed for the amount of rain.
Yeah, well, that's what intermittent wipers are for.
But the world we live in is cruel and does not cater to me.
Oh.
That is cruel. It definitely should.
All right. It's pretty good. There's still some little bits of gunk there, but I mean,
Beret, you made it.
it's pretty nice. No Beret is ready to be professionally entertained.
Okay.
You made that comment a couple
Well,
times.
you know,
I was
you
accused
did
of
get
being
paid.
a professional entertainer. I said yes, technically, because I get paid for it.
you got paid tonight. $5, $5.
Yeah. This last, I don't know if anyone noticed, but this last weekend, I was just kind of, I put out that second Studebaker video on Friday, and it didn't do very well, and I kind of decided to take a mini vacation from YouTube. But I still had to do the
I was
live.
wondering.
So I did the live, but I was just kind of like, I don't know, I was in a bit of a mood, like, you know, I'm just kind of phoning it in today. So
I did respond to this in the comments, but thought you would be amused. Did I get the can't do only one thing at a time treat? I did.
Can you even do one thing at a time?
I mean, I don't do them well. I half-ass 36 things at once.
Don't half-ass two things. Whole ass one thing. Me, I'm 37th assing 400 things.
That's.
It's so nice now.
Oh, that cleaned up nicely.
Mm-hmm.
P38 Chris says, "Congrats on 20K."
Thank you, P38 Chris. P38 Chris also has been around the channel for a really, really long time. So really appreciate that. Thank you.
Mr. PF Flyer, when you were opening the blades, I could hear the ghosts of many howling Thermoquad equipped Mopars from days of yore. Direct fuel injection will never sound as soulful as our old Thermoquads.
All I have to say to that is, okay. Moving on to top plate. We'll do base plate in a minute. It basically just needs a cleanup. Top plate. This is the goofy accelerator pump setup on the Thermoquad. I should see if it works. It probably doesn't though. Usually those are dried out. Oh yeah. I mean, if these rubbers are solid, that one's going to be. So you have to remove the cap, and then there's a check valve. Check diaphragm in the bottom of it. So it's all built into this little cap. You remove the cap, and then you remove the linkage here, and then you pull that deal through the bottom. I think, yeah, the check is built into the cap. And then the discharge is through this weird little plastic line. And I don't think there's usually a new one of those in the kits. Johnny says this rubber's drier than a popcorn fart.
Jesus Christ.
How you doing, Donnie? Anyway, yeah. Oh no, there is a new line in this one. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So if I goof up this plastic, the feed line, there is a new one. So that's the good news.
Oh, what just happened?
Are we back?
Yeah.
We're back. Am I back?
No, you're not back.
Why am I not back?
I don't know.
Oh, well, that's weird. I just got a call, which was really weird. What's going on? Oh my god.
Oh no.
Technical difficulty.
Oh no.
I don't know what.
Yeah, lost him. Jump scare.
No one call me.
Well, I don't think the person who called is in the line.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, Donnie said we can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, the other mic
Assumed.
is still there. Anyway, no one call me.
That was crazy though because they're connected.
Yeah. My
went-
phone calls ring on the laptop too. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy
that was
science
wild.
stuff.
Scared me.
Anywho, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, this plastic line has to come off. It blocks the gasket in place. Otherwise, you would just leave it alone. That is a peculiarity of this design. Obviously, if that thing ever like cracks or breaks or falls off, you won't have accelerator pump at all, and that would be bad. So, you know. a little bit of heat.
I just saw something come in.
What did you see come in? Oh, I guess that means super chat. That's the official signal of we got a super chat. You can click over to start, but you'll lose your place in the other comments.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Well,
but Dust Devil Garage says congrats on 21K.
Thank you, Dust Devil. Appreciate that. But you have to just mark your note where you are and then click over to the start before it disappears.
And Jamie promises to only spend that on the finest of drugs.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to use a teeny tiny little bit of heat to try and pop that off there in one piece. This horrible broken torch that I use all the time, the only one I have, is falling apart, and it electrocutes me when I use it. So now I have to pull out the glove. Oh, it's super fun.
Oh, okay, you have a glove. I'm not doing that.
I made you light it.
I have a lighter.
I have regrets. Oh, you have a lighter?
I have a lighter.
No, that's fine. That's fine. What's wrong with you? Ah, I got it. All right, here we go. Don't want to melt it. Just want to get it warm.
Here, we want to see this fully.
It's already melting. Nice.
I see smoke.
That's not what I wanted. But again, there's a new one in there, so.
And I thought smoke was what we wanted.
Well, no, I just wanted to get it a little warm so it would come off easier. Your toes? Are you going to live?
No, I'm dying. It's fine.
A little bit of heat. That would definitely be reusable, but yeah, probably won't. There's a new one in the kit.
P38 Chris.
Okay.
Know a good place to get replacement engine wiring harness for a 74 satellite Sebring with a 400?
Yes. We just got one from Classic. It's the M&H. We're putting it on the 73 Charger, which is right over here, but it was actually the Plymouth kit. They didn't list a late Dodge. The only difference between the two that I could find was we got engine and lighting. We got all of it. I think it's all rolled together on those. And that varies by model. But anyway, the turn signals are in a different place. But other than that, they're exactly the same. So, yeah, we got one through Classic. I believe Classic is the exclusive seller of M&H. Maybe it used to be year one, but now they both have it. I don't remember. But anyway, yes, M&H makes one. Easy enough.
You know, if you get your face closer to the rug with all the chemicals on it,
yeah,
it smells like chemicals.
Yes. That is true. Okay, I'm pulling the floats out. Of course, these are nitro-fill, so they'll never be full of gas, which is great.
Fantastic.
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh, right. They're supposed to float, aren't they?
Ideally, yes. And when they fill with gas, they don't float so well.
Oops. Eric Wilson. I almost always drill out the secondary jets to 0.125 inch, but that's just me. Seems like they're usually lean on the secondaries unless the car came off a 440 motorhome or something like that. Those were certainly always. Right?
Yeah, probably a good idea. Dale with the Demon, that I got the Demon from, used to race stock eliminator, stock classes where you had to run the Thermoquad, and he said it was always lean. And he actually got backdoor support from Direct Connection Chrysler. They told him to partially close off the air bleeds, and that can help richen it up as well. So, yeah, he had enlarged the jets, and it didn't help. He had to modify the air bleed, but I'm pretty sure what he said was he closed it off, partially filled it with epoxy and re-drilled it. So yeah, that's another way to do that. But I don't mess with that. I mean, this isn't a race car. It's the opposite of a race car. So I'm going to leave it alone.
If this message means what I think it means.
Okay.
Hi, Maya.
All right. Hi, Maya.
She sent me a snap that said unnecessary slurpage.
Oh, yeah.
And I am
always
guessing.
That's a Dead Dodge Garage feature.
It is. It's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah. Notice I'm now ruining the top plate gasket that I saved because there's a new one in here, so I might as well use it. Everything in here is a little crunchy. This would have been just fine, but notice it's a little seasoned.
Oh. Is it supposed to look like that?
It's supposed to be in one piece.
Oh,
Ideally.
well,
Okay.
that was what I thought.
So we're gonna save that for comparison. I'm not just gonna throw it across the room. I'm gonna take the glove back off. Well, well, if I chuck it right now,
no, not there.
Not
there.
gonna do that. All right, you better keep moving on.
All right, yeah, I know.
I'm pulling out the needles are out and they look okay. They have been used.
You audio folks are picking nits. Fucking accurate.
Hopefully the audio is acceptable. I'm sure it's not amazing.
It's not going to be great, but
hopefully it's okay.
Listenable.
If it's not, I apologize.
We viewers are missing the carb cleaner smell. Yes, you are.
I apologize.
Poor bastards.
It's terrible news. Okay.
Sound gets worse when you lean over the workbench.
Yeah.
And I'm next to him, so I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, leaning sideways. When you step back, it seems to get better.
That makes sense.
Interesting.
Okay.
I figured it would sound better if you got your head all the way.
I thought so too. That's why I was doing it. Okay, good to know. Loud noises. Usually you want to say that before you make loud noises. That's not working for crap.
B12 carb soda, yum yum.
Delicious.
No plan here, but I have a towel within arm's reach in
That's
case
good.
shit goes sideways.
Always know where your towel is.
Know where your towel is.
Oh, maybe the world's tiniest knife explorer.
Muscle car Mike. I use brake cleaner for aftershave, and the ladies like it.
Nice.
The most quality of ladies.
Only the finest.
Those are the ladies you want.
Man, this is not a strong material, but for some reason, the screwdriver didn't get it.
What's a few broken screws amongst friends?
Exactly. It's nothing. Oh, which reminds me.
Something about quad rings. I don't know what that means.
Here, did you get a snack?
I
need a snack.
I just worked here. Eric Wilson said, yep, quad rings. I don't know what that means. Oh.
I don't remember.
There's Lay's and there's Ruffles.
Wow.
I'm taking the Ruffles.
Nice. There's also, don't put it in front of the heater because there's candy in there.
Right. Oh.
Yeah, I think there's another Big Turk, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, we have to share that.
And it's a two to share.
Aww.
Aww.
See, I said we had to share.
It's toys are so good. I mean, I haven't had that kind, but
It's good. I tested the theory. It's so funny. I was in the shop.
thank you, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy. I was in the shop the other week, whenever that got here. And God, just really wanted a sweet treat. And then I just happened to open it up looking for the carbs and I found the snacks. It was a Big Turk right when I needed it. So.
Oh my God.
Oh, it was wonderful. That good, huh? That's the all dress. Oh,
yeah. So
Nice.
for like a really limited time,
Here we go. All right. Tiny pair of pliers did it.
for a limited time, Lay's had these available in the States.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried them because I had to.
Okay.
So good. And I have been haunted.
By the kids. How far behind on comments are we?
Vera,
Nice. At least you got snacks.
use a nose hairbrush.
Yeah, nose hairbrush would work great. Okay, I'm pulling the arm off of the pump here, which is also kind of nasty. And then this will come springing out. Maybe. Oh, come on. Maybe not. There we go.
Just
Oh, yeah.
3D print a new carb body.
Yeah, good plan. Has anyone noticed that 3D printed stuff smells horrible?
Yes.
It's awful. Okay, so. Okay, it moves a little bit, but your accelerator pump diaphragm should not make this noise. It shouldn't sound like that. Okay, there's the spring. We need that. Here's
Who
our new
brushes
one.
their nose hair?
Look at that. That one's squishy.
A gentleman brushes their nose hair, sir.
No comment.
I mean, he asked.
Okay. All right.
Is dunking that in Nevada carb cleaner a bad idea for one of these?
No. No, it's a good idea. Great idea. I don't think the Berryman Carb Soak is great stuff. Somewhere around here I have a vat, but it's half evaporated. It works fine. No, I don't think the plastic would be affected at all by that. Should be just fine. I mean, if it's gas proof, it should be carb soaked.
Yeah. Scott Day, how would you fix it if it's worked?
I would throw it away and get another one.
Yep.
But actually, you can kind of sort of resurface these with a light sanding. Okay, but things can get a little bit weird. You can't take off much material. I mean, if it's way off, it's garbage. Now, there was a company that made reproduction Thermoquad main bodies. I just learned this, found their website, and they were completely out of stock. So I don't know if that's still a thing that exists or not. But yeah, the way we solve this at Rocket is go and dig through the pile and look for a better one. So yeah, okay, this is basically broken down now. The accelerator pump stuff is out. I want that to stay there. I'm going to pull these seats out, and I'm going to look in here. Yeah, spider webs, nice. So I'm going to pull the fuel feed out. This might have a filter in here with a spring. It might not, but it might be in there, so we'll see. This is as far as I break them down. So I'm going to spray out all the passages. I'm going to wash this thing off, and then we'll reassemble it. Other than, again, the seats.
Which Fixin says, congrats on 20K.
Thank you very much, What You Fixin'. Appreciate that, and appreciate having you around here all the time. Hey, that one was loose. That's interesting.
Mr. B says, if the well seals are new, no need to epoxy them.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, they seem to be holding. This does look like it was probably reconditioned and then saw very, very little use. So just judging by what the throttle blades look like. So it looks like the stuff they used from the factory. So that's why I checked it. But yeah, if they'd been redone, I would have. If it was obvious they'd been redone and gooped with stuff, again, I'm just always going to do that leak test. That's what I did. They didn't leak, so they're good enough for me. And I don't know if you guys noticed that, but neither of the seats were tight. So there's another hint that this has been gone through.
Rich Jordan says, find some 1980s carb cleaner spray cans before it was neutered.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes. Oh, the old chemicals are amazing. We have tons and tons of NOS chemicals, Chrysler chemicals at Rocket. Tom just hoards that stuff. The penetrant, it's the choke riser spray. That stuff is amazing. I unseized a big block with it. Works really, really well.
Mopar Pollock is here. Says, hit the like button and long live large secondaries.
Yes. Wah, wah.
Again, I say those are certainly all words.
They were. Yep. Hey, so again, shouldn't this be tight? Maybe that's just a me thing, but I feel like the fuel inlet should be tight.
Nah.
Okay. There, a spring and a filter might come flying out. Nope. No. Oh, no. This one's not set up for a filter. It just kind of looks like it is. There's a little wall in there, so no filter. There's our feed. So I am going to spray that area out. Man, if I didn't know any better, I mean, it's dirty, but other than the sand sitting down in the bowls, this thing doesn't really look like it had fuel in it. It's kind of interesting.
I'm sorry, we're not at the bottom of the comments. Someone said O-ring.
O-ring. What about
With
it?
a question mark.
O-ring?
Just now. No, they're asking about what you're doing, I guess.
O-ring? What O-ring? Which one?
I don't know.
Because I don't either.
All the comment says.
Got it. I'm sure they'll follow up.
Hopefully.
Which O-ring? Yeah, I've got the secondary, the booster. Sorry, not secondary. Drink, I guess. The booster O-rings I had to scrape off because they were solid. This uses a flat gasket. Yes.
Can't click on it. Why can't I click on it?
I
Why
don't
do I
know.
suck at things? Bill Johnson.
And dead.
Is Caitlin anti-dead? No, I'm
Dead Dodge sister.
I am dead Dodge sister. Never gonna change.
Ooh, should I be spraying the carb cleaner straight at the heater?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Clearly, we've peaked. We go out here.
No, that's it. Hey, the rain stopped. Did you guys notice it doesn't sound like Niagara Falls anymore?
Good Lord, that is the smell. It's powerful.
Oh, Tony. Don't read that.
I'm not going to. I put it up just for you.
Thank you.
I am so sorry. I do not know how to pronounce your name. I have a feeling.
Olam Drog? I don't know.
If it's Welsh, the M and H do not make that sound.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know anything about that.
I believe they make a V sound together.
I'll be down.
So that's what I don't know how to pronounce your name, but
Got it.
here from Uncle Tony's crowd. Okay, I'm getting high on that garbage.
This is the good stuff.
That is intense.
Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate that.
We'll see Yo-Yo from the east side.
Yo, what is up?
Solamente V's subscribed.
That's not important comment a few days was a compliment. Yep, got it. I think I got it. If I didn't get it at the time, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just in the wrong zone when I'm reading the comments.
Sideways
Clearly.
with a Z.
Oh, yeah.
Says, hail from the other side of the world, the almighty EU.
Nice.
What part
Thanks
of it?
for joining.
That place is pretty big.
It's not that big.
I mean,
It's not like America big.
I guess. 74 Duster X, International and Mopar.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it was international. I thought I heard that. I don't remember where I heard that or why, but yeah, that's what I was thinking was international used them. So, yeah, and I think that was late 70s, but again, I'm no expert on internationals. I saw one once, a 348. Yeah, I saw one. That's pretty much all I know.
Mopar Pollock also said used on International Mopar Ford.
Yep, got it.
Lord, that is making me.
Oh, Ford? Really?
Eric Wilson, I thought I've heard of them being put on some Fords once, but Fords with a PH.
Nice. Interesting. I didn't know that. I'd be really curious what Fords. Yeah, I'm getting high too. This is crazy.
That is
It's good stuff. I usually use gum out, but they didn't have it at crap, so. Yeah. Nice. Did you say open a window?
Yeah.
You know where we are, right? I'm gonna get a wire brush for this. It's the gum on that is a little more stubborn.
Good thing I didn't ask if I could smoke in here. We'll see. Says, I like you said, and I agree. Edelbrock, Carter, best carb. I don't know what this means.
Just read the comments. You don't have to know what things mean.
That's what it says.
Yes, I totally agree. And as much as I do have a strange love for the Thermoquad, the basic AFB ABS, much better. Yeah, I mean, just simpler. These are cool, and I'm sticking with this for this car, because it's original and correct. But the ABS2 especially, but yeah, AFB ABS family, those are the best. They're the simplest. The only problem I have at all, and I do with this car, with my charger, big block charger, is fuel boiling after I shut it off. But other than that, man, they are great. I love them. I stand by it. See, I've got my brass bristle brush here. I've also got plastic as an option. And I'm just cleaning this up a little bit. This is not going to be a showroom new piece when I'm done, but it should suck a little bit less. It should look like I did something at least.
It looks like you did something.
Yeah, you have to be really careful with this because you will eat whatever's here. Even this soft material will it'll eat this if you rub hard enough, is what I'm trying to say.
You can see dust coming off that.
Yeah. Oh, there's a good bit of dust.
Bill Johnson, my first car, 72 Coronet with 400, had a Thermoquad.
Oh, yeah.
If I remember right, a 6090S.
69. Yeah, I don't have the numbers memorized, but Yeah, see, you said 72. Yeah, 71 they were on the 340 only, and then 72 they were on many models, like most 4-barrel models, I think. Not all, I don't think, but many.
That's a pretty trick throttle setup on the prettier Thermoquad.
Oh yeah, yep. It's got that adjustable wheel. You can point it wherever. It's got different points. You can get your pedal ratio right. It's a neat piece. Again, it was intended primarily to replace the Rochester, but they set it up so it could be used on just about anything. It's a cool setup. Yeah, apparently those are valuable now. I think that one was free. Yeah.
Tony told us this is a good Ford channel.
Oh yeah, yep. It's all Fords all the time. I love Fords. Yep.
The name's a joke.
Dead Ford Garage.
Okay, so I have seen Mexican Spec comment this a few times.
Yes.
But because of how he keeps spelling it, I have a question.
Okay.
Is he saying
Jaime
or
He's
Jaime?
calling me Jaime.
That was my guess.
Sí, está bien, amigo. Muchas gracias.
And that was
Está un poquito diferente, pero no está muy importante.
Dead Dutch Mom checking in.
You're way behind.
I'm very behind.
Hey, thanks to everybody that's hanging out as my sister tries to navigate the comment
Just
section.
bumbling along.
How many people we got?
127.
127 people watching me rebuild a Thermoquad.
It's because we're here on a Friday.
Wow.
Making good numbers.
I guess Friday's a good live stream night. I figured everyone would have important things to do on Friday, I guess not.
Mark King says, what about a Gasser Prowler? I don't.
Gasser Prowler. Prowlers are too expensive. People actually like those cars. No, we're going with, I believe the Dream Team option was the convertible two-door PT with wood sides. Personally, I'd like a metal roof, but I'd also like the 2 doors. So I don't know. Oh yeah, I need that.
Mm-hmm.
All dressed ruffles. All dressed ruffles. Thanks, Stacy.
I love ruffles. Dan Tupper, howdy, late, but I have a written excuse note. Yeah, you better bring that to the principal's office immediately.
How's it going, Dan? We're on the wrong day, so everyone will get an excuse if they're late or absent. This is an extracurricular activity.
Crosstalk between people who clearly know each other from elsewhere.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
JB Weld is happiness.
Yep. I came prepared. Oh, this is, whatever. Anyway. Yep. I haven't used that type for this before, I don't think.
Barry Kuda says, raining again, maybe you should move to the desert.
My wife would love to move to the desert.
Mexican Spec said John Wilburn just ended his live.
Oh, right on.
A while ago.
Well, if you popped in from
that was
live, thanks for joining us.
That was at 7:08.
Nice.
So yeah, that was when I noticed how high it was.
Nice.
Bit of a technical question. What's your opinion on pre-72 Mopar engines running on E85? Is there any additional maintenance needed, or is it a no-no?
Don't worry about it. Just do it. E85. Hold on. Wait a second. E85. I was thinking E10. Why would you run it on E85? If you're going to run E85, you have to have a special tune, an E85 carburetor, ideally with ethanol-proof parts and the much, much richer mix you would need to make that work. E85, you have to use a crap ton more of it, so you can't use a normal fuel tune, basically. So you get yourself an E85 carb that's set up for it, you're probably fine. As far as the engine, I don't think the engine's going to care. And you say pre-72, so I was thinking the question was going to be about the hardened exhaust valve seats. So that was my immediate answer because I was thinking you were probably asking about that. And my answer to that was it's never been a problem for me ever on a Chrysler, sunken exhaust valve seats, except once on a Slant 6 that was supposed to have hardened valve seats. But yeah, I'd be concerned about the carburetor. I can think of no reason why the engine wouldn't like E85. The only reasons I know of to switch to E85 are for the higher effective octane rating. So I don't know if this is some crazy performance thing you have in mind. I wouldn't just switch to it for fun, and I don't think E85 is like cheap enough to be worth, choosing over regular fuel. Even though it is subsidized, it tends to be expensive, and you burn a lot more of it. So, as far as the engine is concerned, I don't think there's a problem. The carburetor is, the fuel system is what's going to need attention. Hopefully that helped.
Some of us have wives.
Yes, some of us do.
There's the thermo toaster comment.
Thermo toaster!
And just this delightful nonsense.
Which? Oh, yeah. See what I can do.
Mark King says, you and Tony are the best places to get Mopar information.
Thank you, Mark. Just being mentioned in the same sentence as Tony is like literally my dream come true. So thank you very much for that. It's awesome. All the comments I get where people like put me in ranks with like actually good and well-known YouTubers, that just blows me away still. So yeah, thank you.
Yes, Maya is watching.
Oh, hi, Maya.
Hi, Maya. Let's see. Crash Roadrunner Garage says only electric car I'm into are AFX slot cars.
Nice.
You know what that is.
I've never gotten to play with actual old school slot cars, and I'd like to. I've been seeing recently videos of slot car racing tracks. Man, that's cool. I had trains. I never really had slot cars, but I like it.
I don't know which one of us Eric's talking to here, but he says, got a nice voice.
Probably you. He's heard my voice plenty.
That's. Will C asks, when's your sister getting a classic Mopar?
Well, she'd have to get a driver's license first. I'll give her one.
I actually do want a classic Mopar.
Which one?
Like 4 different ones.
Oh.
But I would also like to not have panic attacks sitting behind the wheel. So.
Well, you'd have to like start driving to get to that point.
Yeah.
So.
Lou Holland says, hi from New Zealand, 4 p.m. Saturday here.
Oh, wow.
How's
awesome.
the future?
Happy Saturday. Hey, that's actually really cool. I haven't heard from New Zealand a whole lot. I've heard from a good few Australians. In fact, I've shipped merch there too, but I haven't shipped any merch to New Zealand. So go ahead and be the first. DeadDodgeGarage.com, click on merch.
I hear y'all have a lot of sheep. Like a high percentage.
I've got friends in New Zealand.
High percentage of the world's sheep.
Nice.
And Maya says hi.
Hi. All right. Well, this is improving. I don't know if you can tell. It is improving. It's still kind of gunky. And getting into all those little corners is just really tough. It would be great if I could just soak this, but obviously we don't have the time for that. I'm going to screw with it for another minute or two here, and then I'm going to start putting it back together. I'd really like to get it on there and running. And, well, we're going to run short on time if I try to be a perfectionist about this.
I put this comment up for you. It's a lot of words that I don't understand.
Alcir just got back in from letting the GSD, German Shepherd dog.
Oh, right.
Negative 15 Celsius feels cold. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
What will I do when it's minus 30? I don't know, Al. I don't know. Good luck.
It got down to like, what, 29 already?
It was pretty cold for here.
It got cold for a bit there, and I still haven't recovered.
You poor bastard.
I hate being cold.
I mean, I don't know that anyone really likes it.
Well, it also is painful.
Okay.
It makes me itchy.
All right.
Hope your carb build goes. Oh God, what have I done?
I don't know.
Failure. Hope your carb build goes better than my Duster ignition swap earlier today. It doesn't break up past 4,000 RPM now. It doesn't. Oh no.
Well, fixed is fixed. Thanks, mostly Mopar. I hope you can figure that out.
You stopped the problem.
The problem has been fixed. All right, I'm spraying this away from you in the heater now.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I didn't. Yeah, I mean, if I were to run the compressor in here, you wouldn't be able to hear anything. And unfortunately, it sucks, so I couldn't even like have reserve air to do this. So blowing it off with air isn't an option.
Mexican Spec says lean burn was a curse on all Chryslers.
Oh, lean burn's horrible. And this was a lean burn car. It's the only time I've covered it on video. I want to do an actual lean burn conversion, lean burn delete, that is, guide. Haven't done that yet. But if you go back to the first 79 Chrysler 300 video, I did talk about it. Lean burn was terrible. Just terrible. I don't know, nice idea, kind of, sort of, I guess, but the execution left something to be desired. What the heck is that?
I was wondering the same thing.
No idea.
I was just going to ask if you knew what that was.
No idea. This is cool. The air door on the Thermoquad is adjustable, just like the ABS Carter, and it'll rock. And there's the adjustment there. But this one is actually set nicely. I've noticed on the ABS too, they're always really, really loose. So that's one of the things I do is just tighten up that adjustment a little bit.
I don't recognize this name, so welcome if you're new.
What are my thoughts on 3D printing car parts? Really interesting. And actually, at least one or two people have offered to do that for me. I haven't had need for it just yet, but yeah, someday I will probably take them up on it. Okay, so real fast, I'm going to spray out passages, just kind of make sure nothing's clogged solid. I don't think it will be. Again, other than a little bit of external gunk, this thing looks pretty nice. Yeah. But, you know, due diligence or whatever. Want to make sure the sprayer works. I'm sure it does. Oh, yeah. Are you reading?
I was just going to ask if we were done addressing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Uncle Tony's show is for adults. We speak like that.
It's just a personal choice in my videos. I always try to keep them family friendly. I don't swear in my videos. It's the one difference between normal life Jamie and video Jamie. I don't swear. And again, it's just kind of because, I don't know, I want people to be able to watch it with their kids, and I've heard people do. And, you know, swearing exists. My daughter cusses like a sailor, but that doesn't mean everyone's daughter does. You know, it's just a choice I made a long time ago. And the odd swear will sneak in here or there, but
my daughter doesn't yet, but one of my sons does.
Yeah. Oh yeah, mine loves the swears, and her one rule is, darling, you can swear all you want as long as you do it properly.
Exactly.
So anyway.
Lean burn thermoquads don't have a distributor vacuum port, don't they?
No, I don't think they do. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, I don't think they do. I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch my own video to figure that out. They may not.
Brent Forte says, have you seen my ass? Because I can't find it.
No, but if I see it, I'll let you know.
3D printing could save us all.
Okay.
Yes, but not the cars.
Okay. Is this what you got? The O-rings are still in the holes for the needles, so I got to fish those out. I wonder if those are the O-rings.
Maybe that's what he was asking about.
I wonder if it is. But, of course, they are friggin' solid, too. Nice.
I can hear the sound of 4 barrels of struggle from Eastern Washington.
Nice.
Leather accelerator pump. Seriously, that sound is a little concerning.
Someone's hammering on something. It's fine.
Yes.
Might be the neighbor. He's been building a shed.
Oh, that would make sense. Leather accelerator pump. I don't know what
Old
that's.
school. This one's not. It's rubber. Dried rubber, in fact. Back in the battle days, they were made out of leather. And they worked.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. And sometimes you can just get them wet and they'll magically start working again. Oh, come out of there. Are you serious?
HDF2 said, what up, DDG? Congrats on 20K.
Thank you very much.
Mexican Spec says, congrats on 21K. I have 755, so I'm right behind you.
Nice. Oh yeah, you're in my rear view. Man,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you know, I've
It
been doing
jumps fast when you hit your
Dude.
stride.
it really does.
You find your niche,
Yep.
you will
That's
jump
it.
right up.
That's it. That's the trick.
Exactly how
I've
it
been
works.
doing this 2 years now, and I just kind of came to this realization. It's not that I was judging my performance on other channels, but just to get a sense of where I was at. I've had other friends that do this, other channels that I follow that aren't huge, you know, and people I know, and so I've just always I've kind of sort of compared myself to them for a long time, and recently I realized, and I'm not trying to brag or anything, but recently I realized I passed the last person that I was like, someone that I know that does YouTube. And I passed them, and now I don't know who I'm supposed to like judge my progress against. I have no idea. But yeah, it happened pretty fast, man.
There was our super chat from Dust Devil Garage that said, congrats on 21K.
Oh, it was from Dust Devil. Thanks.
Yeah,
man.
that was a while ago.
I appreciate that.
My bad.
Wow.
Look.
You got to figure out.
I mean, we did address it.
Yeah. That's
I didn't think it would take that long to get to it.
Me neither.
My
Man,
bad.
the original seals that were on those are actually metal, and I just went ahead and dropped one of the new ones. So
Of course.
that's cool.
Typical.
Oh yeah, and it might do with Jesus now, so that sucks.
How big are they?
It's tiny.
Oh.
It's red.
Okay, well, it's red.
Well, you keep reading questions.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, good news.
Hey, don't lose tiny stuff. It's a bad idea.
This is great because I never jumped into a Thermoquad, loving my new AVS2.
Yeah, the AVS2 is just the best. I love them. Anyone that thinks they want like a Holley Sniper or some other fuel injection system for just their normal daily driver, what they actually want is the AVS2. The AVS2 is the best. It's Edelbrock's gift to all of us. I don't know what we did to deserve it, but don't look a gift horse in the butt.
Exactly. The world is an imperfect place. Screws fall out.
One needle seat.
Take off the linkage and tap the accelerator pump stem downward to remove the check valve.
Well, yeah, that's obviously what I should have done.
Look.
I'll try to remember that next time. Thanks for the tip.
Tony,
Yeah, I just figured it was too tight of a fit, but hell, you're replacing it anyway. It is plastic, though. But yeah.
Tony Scherer says, way to go. Keep up the good videos.
Thank you very much, Tony. Appreciate that. Okay, so our old needles. Here's the other new one.
The thing is, with 3D printing, you can prototype anything.
Yes.
Then maybe have it milled if it should be metal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like
No,
a
the
tweet.
possibilities are endless. It's amazing. But yeah, I don't have a 3D printer. It's above my pay grade by quite a bit. Whoop, almost dropped the other one. Man.
You can get a 3D printer for a pretty reasonable price.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to.
Well, maybe you should.
Well, I'm still not going to.
Fair enough.
If I need one, I know who to ask.
What filament you use makes a difference in how 3D prints smell. Some of it's not great for sure.
Yeah, everything I have that's been 3D printed is horrible.
Moparman67 asks, Jamie, why not an Edelbrock?
Because Thermoquad.
Because Thermoquad.
Because it's an original Thermoquad car. I'm not taking the manifold off. I don't want an adapter. I want everything to line up and look right. Even though this is technically the wrong Thermoquad, I want the Thermoquad in the car. That's just, you know, it's, I may do performance upgrades later, and maybe at that point, I don't know, but, you know, Thermoquad, that's basically it.
He had a few comments right in a row here.
Okay.
He said AVS2 is
It
the
is.
best.
It absolutely is. You've heard my thoughts on that for sure.
And then
the best.
he said, is that the Thermoquad with the plastic body?
All Thermoquads are thermoplastic.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess.
Whoops! What the heck did I just launch across the table? Oh, one of those little clips I'm going to need later.
I feel like I'm going to sneeze.
Nice. Go right ahead.
Nope.
Okay.
Maple pickle mustard pretzels. Is this a weird code?
It's a Canadian thing.
Oh, you know, if maple's involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so notice the different versions of the gaskets that are in this kit. 2 packages, 3 gaskets in one, 2 in the other. I'm going to check and see if these are right, and if they're not, I guess we'll go to this. I don't quite need this yet, but I just want to get all that lined up. I'm going to try and throw this together really fast.
The light reflected off that plastic. Real bright.
Nice.
Who's that?
I thought about blinding all of you, but I changed my mind.
Question.
I didn't let the intrusive
while
thoughts
ago. Those are impulsive thoughts.
They're both things. As my wife calls it, the dark urge.
Yeah, oh my God, that's accurate.
Yep. Okay, see here, what I'm doing is checking this gasket against the old one, making sure all of the openings are the same. I like to check them both. Put the one on top and then put the one on bottom. Make sure all the holes are there. And if there are any extra holes, you kind of need to know why. Yeah, cool. That one was right. The first one I grabbed. Awesome. All right, what do you got?
AV Mopars says Thermobog.
Thermobog!
Step by step, inch by inch. Fireworks. Xylene for the win. People are having fun in the comments.
Awesome.
While I'm slacking.
Yeah, that bottom gasket's right too. Who knew?
Whoop.
I guess all of these are extra. Nice.
I'm just ruining things. Internationals were 345.
345. What am I thinking of? 348 is the W motor, isn't it? Yeah, 345. Yeah, I'll drink. 67 Travelall. Nice. I almost bought a Travelall once. That was the engine I was referring to. It was in a Travelall.
Oh, Uncle Tony popped in a while ago.
Oh, well, if you were keeping up with the comments, you would know that.
I was.
Yeah.
Look, when I see a new one interesting at the bottom, I have it pulled up on my phone so I can see it. I missed that one.
How dare you?
I'm so sorry.
Hey, Tony. Uncle Tony plays an expert on YouTube and can clearly see that I did many things wrong. Many things. The first thing, as always, was putting it on camera. Accelerator pump, ready.
Old Stuff Rules said, yeah, I had a Scout 2 with the 345.
Nice. Yeah. I really liked that Travelall. It was a total rusty piece of garbage, which is, definitely in character for me. I kind of wish I'd bought it, but it is what it is. Actually, another friend has another Travelall, and that one's way too nice.
I put one up for you, but I don't know what it means.
International Harvester had the carburetors go through the block on an inline 6 in a Metro van. Huh. That's interesting, because through the block. On Flathead 6, Chryslers, Dodges, etc., at least in the 40s time range, they had head-mounted linkages, but they didn't go through the block. Not that I know of anyway.
Jamie, you'll have to do a live on how to remove heads from a 440.
Alive?
I
need to try harder on that.
Someone else did just say you've now set the bar too high for live streams.
Oh.
From now on, you'll have to rebuild starters, distributors, and at the very least, the valve train of an engine every Sunday night.
Nice. Well,
gonna have to move it to Fridays to do all of those.
I'm sensing a lot of live streams in my future.
That's clearly where the big money is.
Yeah, I guess.
Until we start playing music and get shut down by the man.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. People like the question and answer sessions, too, I think. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, I think that's why that's why they're saying, do all of these things live so they can get their questions answered in real time.
I don't know about all that.
It's helpful for me.
I don't know. I really wasn't sure how this would go being on camera. It's going well enough, but unfortunately, we're about to hit our time limit. I've got to get this card back together, and I'm really close. Accelerator pumps back together. I'm going to throw the top plate gasket back on, needles and seats, floats. change the bottom gasket. I still got to clean off the bottom plate and then put it back together. But with the amount of time I have left, it's not going to be running on the car, I don't think, which is really disappointing. But we probably could fire up the 300 anyway and make exhaust noises.
Yay!
And smells in here.
Guy Kugler says, congratulations. Way back when, I remember reading that Dodge built 3 1970 Daytonas with standard rear windows. One was sold to Robert Goulet?
No idea.
Goulet? I don't know.
I haven't heard that at all. I don't know anything about that. You know, they were all built with standard windows. Then they went over, is it Creative that did those? I don't remember. Anyway, they all had factory windows and no plug when they were built. And then the factory windows were smashed out with a hammer to make way for the plug.
Right. Ultrasonic cleaners are wonderful.
Yes, I need one. It's on my wish list. It has been for a long time. I really want an ultrasonic cleaner. Bye.
Oh no!
That's one of the new needles. Why do I keep throwing stuff?
I don't know, but
it might be under the fridge.
It might be. Oh, is it terrible. That little tiny shiny thing?
Yeah, that shiny gold thing.
Yay!
Yay, we did it.
Yay, team.
Welcome to Thermoquad Rebuild Live, where Jamie just throws everything.
Springstead lumber. I don't know what that means.
No idea.
Okay. My original 72 Coronet was an ex-Mason County Sheriff's Patrol car, so It had all the usual police changes.
Nice. Oh.
I'm trying to downsize my fleet.
Oh, come on.
And it's not working.
Sounds familiar.
Sold one truck and inherited another. Well, not inherited. They're still alive. It's just not looking good, and they found it in my name before they died.
Well, that will happen.
That was from Lovejoy.
Wow. Lovely.
Rusty Fuel says PT Cruiser is just a Dodge Neon masquerading as cool.
Yeah, or Stratus. Neon had the
Stratus.
The Stratus. Or, of course, the super popular high-end version, the Chrysler Cirrus. Anyway, yeah, Stratus 2.4, so, you know, anyway, same idea. It's all the same garbage.
CC777 said, hi, Jamie. Uncle Tony is in the chat also.
Oh, yeah, he haunts around here sometimes. Did I say hey to Tony? I think I did.
You did. Stacy says, if I manage to make it down there for a visit, I wonder how many bags of chips I'll be allowed to bring. Don't want the all dress to be confiscated.
No, we can't have
as many
that.
as possible. And I think if you put it in a checked bag.
Oh, yeah,
maybe.
Probably. What the heck do I know about flying? All right.
What do I know about flying?
Needles, seats, floats in place, check valve, accelerator pump and linkage, top gasket, and the discharge tube. Of course, I just leaned on that float. That figure.
Of course you did.
Yeah. Now, there is a proper way to check these. There's a little gaugey thingy, and there's a little charty thingy, and you go in and you find the right application. I basically never do that. Now, these floats are a little different. They are set asymmetrically. See, these ones actually go up into the top plate. The thing I found on the Edelbrock is they kind of should look level when they're at the right height. These ones are both down from that a bit, which is probably correct. All right, maybe I'll actually check this one. Usually I just kind of eyeball them, and it's always worked out for me so far.
Sideways with a Z said, thank you for the answer. I don't remember what was answered.
Me neither, but I'm happy to help. Float level. Well, this isn't actually the early car, or the 79 carb. Right, yeah, this kit's only through 77.
While you work on that, here's a very nice comment from Bitch Please. I love the name.
Nice.
Just recently acquired a 74 Challenger, and your channel has been very valuable.
Awesome.
You have become one of my favorite YouTube channels to date.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I'm happy to help. If you have any questions, let me know. 27:30 seconds.
It sounds like the baking channel when you're scrubbing the Thermoquad.
Nice. Okay, you put your scale on. The gasket has to be in place. It's 27:30 seconds.
Can't really see what you're doing.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
I got it. Here's the little gaugey guy. I've got my thumbnail at 27/32 on the gauge, and it should be about flush with the bottom of the float. Now that's for a 77. I don't know what year this carb actually is. 29 is the other common spec, and seeing as how this one is at 29, yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother raising it. The 27 specs for 77. 76 is 29. 75 as well. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it where it is. I think that's probably fine. What's 2/32 among friends?
Rooster says that it would have been nice if you would have told him this was going to happen.
I didn't know it was going to happen.
I didn't even know. None of us knew.
No one knew. It's a surprise. Anyway, hey Rooster, how's it going?
Oh, and Guy Kugler had a correction. Meant to say they didn't install the rear window plug. I don't know what that
Well, yeah, I mean, same thing. Yeah, stock window, no plug. It would still have the inside, the factory charger window instead of the plug and the flush fitting window.
Gary Tilley.
Again, I know nothing about that.
Gary Tilley says your no start video really helped me with the no start situation one day, so thank you.
Awesome. Glad I could help. That's the whole point. So yeah, I've gotten many similar comments over the last couple of years. That video has been out almost 2 years now. And I know it has helped a lot of people, So yeah, glad to help.
I will say that as someone who tried really hard to be a car boy, but wasn't very good at it, Jamie's good at explaining things.
Yeah, I think so. I like to think I am.
Lean burn is not as bad as the Oldsmobile diesel.
Oh, what's wrong with the Oldsmobile diesel? Admittedly, I've never actually touched the old 350 diesel, but the 6.2 and 6.5 in Chevy trucks is derived from that original Olds diesel. And those are, they're not that great. I kind of like them. They're funky, but they're not that great. Yeah, I've never actually seen the 350 Olds diesel. I have a long one to put a 6.2 or 6.5 in like a Cadillac. I think that would be really entertaining.
Today on Dead Dodge Garage, we're roasting tires medium rare and boiling fuel for fun.
Nice. I don't think it's fun though.
I mean,
sometimes. Oh, look at that! Look how that's cleaning up. So satisfying.
Oh, that's shiny.
So there's your before. Oh man, this is going to become one of those channels where they restore old Soviet watches or whatever. So satisfying.
Very satisfying.
Yep. Yeah, we're basically out of time, unfortunately. So, what time is it?
8:09.
Already? Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we started super late. There was a bit of a weather delay.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip over some of this stuff because it's all interesting, but we're out of time.
We are unfortunately very short on time here.
Just want to see if there's any other. Oh, Rusty Fuel says, yeah, your Mopar info is great, and thanks, Rusty.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I really appreciate all the super chats, the tips. I can be bought, and it's not very much.
Dan Tupper says, congrats on 21K. Work on 273 for 30K.
Oh, yeah. Live 273 build.
That would be fun.
If current trends hold, that won't be too far in the future.
Yeah,
that would be really fun.
Be so soon.
Yeah, I need to gather some more pieces, but yeah.
There's Rooster being bitter that you didn't tell him.
Apologies. I didn't tell anyone, man. I made an announcement, but
yeah, like 20 minutes out of time.
Yeah, something like that.
It was like an hour.
It was an hour.
It was. Yes. Holly Sniper was one problem after another. Ended up ditching it and going back to a carburetor.
Yep, that's the move.
Demon Sizzler.
Tony and I were just talking about that.
Demon Sizzler Thermoquad repair service. Don't know what that means.
This is it.
All right.
Sizzler.
Son James says, "Hey, y'all fell asleep. Better late than never.
Sorry.
At least you made it."
Awesome. Thanks for joining us. I'm guessing he says there's someone working under the name Demon Sizzler, which was a model that is restoring Thermoquads. So that's cool. Don't know about that. Haven't heard of them.
Old Stuff Rules said, well, 2 of my Great Pyrenees are laying here and watching DDG. The third isn't. He's not into Mopars.
Oh, Ford
Rebuild.
dogs. Yeah.
Rebuild is looking great, and congrats on 20K.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate that.
3D printer that can do
I don't know if it is looking
car
great,
parts.
if I'm honest.
I don't know. Something about thermoplastic.
Yeah.
Set the bar too
Should I?
high.
Yeah. Should I stab myself with a razor blade live on camera? I think that would be really good.
Please don't.
I thought you were going to say, please do.
What?
Nice.
No. When those secondaries kick in, it's going to change the rotation of the Earth. Hang on.
When the secondaries open up, you're going to see some serious stuff.
Bill Johnson said, well, Jamie, buy my travel all. It's for sale.
Well,
had it nearly 22 years. Time to move on.
Oh, man. I wish I could. I wish I could buy, like, I don't know.
He's
3%.
not far away.
Really?
Port Orchard.
Port Orchard?
Yeah.
All right, here's the thing. I'm poor. I'm project rich. I would love to have one. I really would. I did just, move the chips. Yeah. I did just invest a good couple bucks getting this Cherokee up to snuff, which, by the way, I love. I've put 350 miles on that Cherokee, and it's been fantastic. Hasn't missed a beat. Off-roading, towing broken cars, hauling my tools around. But anyway, so I kind of already have something that does travel all things, but man, those travel alls are cool. It would have to be really, really affordable for me to be excited, unfortunately. I am project rich right now. I'm not looking to buy anything. All right, what do you got?
What you feel about C-bodies?
What you feel about C-bodies? Kind of like them. I've never owned one except for a horrible parts car once. I'd really like to have a decent one.
What are they?
What?
What are C-bodies?
The big cars.
A big boat?
The full-size boats, yes. My favorites are 68 and 70 Plymouths. I'd really like a 70 Sport Fury. What?
Big, long boy, like the first one that you had.
What are you talking about? You talking about my...
Still dating Josh.
I don't even
That
know.
thing was a bit of a boat.
Are you talking about my Buick?
No.
Okay.
I think it was a Duster.
Those aren't that big.
I mean...
They're that size. Those are the little guys. They are big by today's standards. But those were compact cars in 1970. The C-bodies are significantly larger than that. Wider, longer, much larger.
Well,
all right.
T-top that you had.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's funny because I just referenced that on video today. I used to have an 85 Trans Am 305 5-speed.
Okay.
Horrible
So the one I'm thinking of was around the same time as that.
Okay. Yeah, you're talking about my Duster.
Okay.
But they're not that big.
Yeah, I don't know why I remember it being such a boat because what I know
bigger
about
than a Toyota. I mean,
now is that they're shorter.
The A-body, the little guy.
Okay.
We're already in overtime. I've got to get this thing put back together or on a total failure.
Here's a question for you.
I'm not going to get this any cleaner than it is. I would have liked to. The good news is no one will ever see it. What do you got?
Is there a 5-speed I can replace my A8 33 4-speed with in a 67 Coronet?
Yes and no. TKX is the best 5-speed. It fits with very little floor modification. It's not a direct drop-in. You need a different bell housing. You need, I think you actually can set them up with a mechanical clutch, but that's not normally the move. Normally it's hydraulic. Yeah, the TKX is awesome, but it's not just a drop-in bolt-in replacement. There was one factory 5-speed that basically is a drop-in replacement for the 833, and it is absolute garbage. It's super wimpy and terrible and bad, and you shouldn't try to use it. I don't even remember the model code. It's like the 535 or something. Yeah, they're not good. So unfortunately, that's the closest that I know of is like a drop-in replacement, and it's not worth using. The TKX is awesome. I'm going to be putting one in the Start Sport behind me in the coming months. They fit in the cars really well. it's a pretty easy swap to do. But obviously, driveline, shifter comes up in the middle of the floor. Things are a little different. You know, there is no true like drops in right where the 833 was and works 5-speed option.
I think Sean James is Bell James.
Oh.
I think that's what this comment here means.
Oh, got it. Well, great. Bell James is here. I'm building a Thermoquad for the 300 as we speak.
I mean, he's been here. We've answered
the whole
something. He's been here the whole time.
That's funny because when you said Sean James, I thought Bell James.
Right. That's, yeah.
All the internet critics, go ahead and tell me whatever I'm forgetting to put back on here. Just super fast.
I don't know,
I've got the seals in. Now, this is important. You need those booster seals dropped in. The lower gasket is in. I did match that one up. It was good. The thermoplastic main body is down, locked in. The little tabs go in holes here, and that centers it. It's all good. I think we're going to throw her together. Let's do it.
You could have built an ultrasonic cleaner by now.
You're not wrong.
Bryce, you got some sass on you.
Nice. Got a good point, though. Oh, you got to watch the plastic line. It has to fit into its little slot there. There we
Brewster
go.
said a lot of words.
A lot of words?
There you go.
Ran a Thermoquad on the road running for a while with the 340. It made noise, but no noticeable performance. Fuel economy went up if you drove it easy. Yep. If you didn't, oh my God. Yep, that's it. TD primaries. They do that thing. Okay. I'm going to find out the hard way what I left out.
We'll see.
Got the rods.
You've worked with the eBay dual pattern small block intake. My question is, should I plug the holes for a Magnum if installed on LA motor? Yeah,
you probably don't absolutely have to, but I would. And if you swap to Magnum later, you can always take them back out. All right, has anyone yelled what I'm forgetting? I think I've got everything internal. But I feel like because I'm doing this on camera, I'm forgetting something really important.
That was the last little bit of Rooster's comment.
Oh.
On the 440 it woke
up. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. I took the idle screws out. Did I even blow out the idle passages? I don't think I did.
Somebody
blow out the air bleeds.
Hey DDG, will you buy my 1992 W150 318 short bed? It's a fixer-upper but a rare truck, and I've had her 3 times. That's more than a few have had their ex-girlfriend. What?
Nice. I had a W100 that I owned 3 times. Fun stuff. Will I buy it? No, probably not. I'd love to, but as discussed moments ago, I don't have money to just run around the country and buy every single car I want to.
You forgot to put air in the carb.
I forgot to air up. Dang it. All right. Yeah. Ooh. I'm making a big mistake here. I need to put the cleanest 2 screws on the front.
Yes, that's important. That's part of it.
Yeah. Nice.
Again, Rooster is saying things that I don't understand.
Fella? 850 CFM cores and 1000 CFM. Some say they didn't make 1000. Yes, they make that. Made that.
Sorry, I'm not a car boy.
Yes, there were 850s and 850s and 1000s. I discussed that a bit ago. You weren't here.
Was I paying attention? Was I talking to Maya?
No idea. No, I was talking to Rooster. I said something. Whatever. I don't know where you were.
Okay.
But I made mention of that.
There was
awesome. Thank you, Rusty Fuel. Yep, there was that super chat.
Yep.
Really appreciate that.
We finally got to it. Wow. We're only 11 minutes behind it.
That's good.
Yeah, catching up.
We've been at this 2 hours. The storm ended. Everything's all like back to normal now.
Recently got a 65 Fury with 383 giving all signs of misfire like bad head gasket. New to Mopar, so what else besides misfire or head gasket caused that on Mopars?
I mean, if you all signs of a misfire like a bad head gasket.
There you go.
It's an engine. I mean, anything that can cause a misfire on any engine can cause a misfire on a Mopar. Valve plug, no compression in that cylinder, bad valve, bad plug wire, really screwed up distributor cap, horrible vacuum leak affecting one cylinder, Crap ton of gas ending up in one cylinder. You know, there's so much, but there's nothing like specific to that I can say, hey, it's this, check this. I mean, make sure it's in good mechanical condition. Maybe do a compression check. At least spin it over with no ignition and listen to it. You know, see if it sounds even, or if you hear a skip in it. If you hear a skip, you've got a compression problem. So, yeah, make sure all the valves are moving. That would be a good one too. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing specific to Mopars that I can point you at. Just regular tune-up things and mechanical problems.
Maya, I will drag you into any damn thing I want.
Wow. Ah, really?
Love.
Oh, nice, man. So one of the cardinal sins is tightening screws or bolts down on a part before you've started all of them. And I just did it. You watched me do it. This one almost didn't thread. It did thread, but it's just like slightly not centered. Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, I'm very late for dinner.
I don't know what this means, but
Now notice I am re-snugging these as I go. I'm going back over the ones I've already hit. Just making sure this thing seats down nicely. I am not reefing on these. I'm just like snugging or snug plus.
oh yeah, you snug it down, don't reef on it.
Well, the center body is plastic, so
Yep.
this would be the time where bad things happen.
I remember that.
You don't want to do that.
Something.
And again, I zigzag them. I check them again and again as these gaskets swish.
Had a Cordoba with a 400, and I'm guessing that's supposed to say Thermoquad.
Yep. Thermoquad.
Thermoquad.
Sounded like a shot back on steroids. Yep, that sounds about right. Okay, I'm going to put the idle screws back in, and I'm going to gently seat these, and then back them out to 2 turns, and that'll be close enough. Finished the 73-451, Michael Robert Embry. Yes, it already is finished. It's running in a car.
You followed it up.
Yeah, it is running in a car. I mentioned that, I think it was the last live you were in, or maybe I responded in a comment. I can't remember. Half one, half two. It is running. There will be a video update coming as the car goes back together, but we're not there yet. I figured out you're not too far away from Mopar Mark Warman. No, I actually almost considered applying to work there once. They put out an all points bulletin looking for techs, and man, I could do that, but I didn't want to go work in Oregon. It's a bit of I didn't want to move, so I ended up not doing that. But yeah, there was a time where I had his email address. I was ready to do it because, you know, I mean, it's what I do. And this was a while ago, but I'd been doing it for years already at that point.
I do remember you talking about.
I don't know if I've ever talked about that.
It sounds familiar. I don't know why else it would.
I have no idea.
There was Sean James's Bell James.
Got it. We learned.
6 to 1, half dozen to another.
Got it. Okay.
I recognize this name from.
Oh, Tabo! How's it going? Tight ass Valiant owner.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was it.
From the land down under. Thanks for joining us. I was just watching. Dan Tupper sent me today a Hemi 6 video. I was reading up on the Hemi 6 yesterday because I really don't know a whole lot about them. I know they exist, and I've heard, you know, of course, oh, they're not really Hemis. Well, they're pretty close. They are part of a hemisphere. But, you know, the valve arrangement is more like a wedge. So anyway, I had to go learn about those. I don't know anything about them. Someone compared the 4-liter Jeep to the Hemi 6. They thought they might be related. I don't think they are. They're similar, except for the Hemi part. There's definitely a resemblance between the two blocks. But no, I don't think there's any actual relation there.
Bill Johnson says, gonna ask about 4,200 for the travel, all cheap compared to Chargers.
That is way cheaper than a Charger, and it's really reasonable.
Tony B says, trade him a rusty Mopar for the travel.
I got plenty of those. Yeah.
Imperial.
Still not in my budget. I'm a poor person right now.
Imperial, baby.
Imperial.
To the road.
I almost got a Crown. Well, it wasn't a coupe, but it was a. What year was that?
This seat is uncomfortable.
Oh, all right.
It's got a what?
Sorry. Okay.
I can
Nice.
I can see you driving a K car.
Yeah, only if it's got a turbo.
You
We're
guys,
not allowed to talk about K cars. People get upset. We've been down this road before. Remember when I was like, hey, make sure you take pictures? And then I didn't.
oh, was that supposed to be happening?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was a tip for the folks at home who want to do this.
Right.
Yeah, take pictures.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Mm-mm.
There we go.
Oh,
Luckily, it only sits one way.
yes, you take pictures every time.
Reference pictures.
Yep.
Mhm.
I stumbled on my computer. I have
Reference pictures from jobs from forever ago?
yeah,
That's silly.
because I was clearing space on my old phone, and I just threw all of it in a folder on my laptop. Stumbled on those a little while ago. I was like, oh my god, there's so many,
There should be.
and I think I still fucked it all up.
Wow.
You guys ever go up to Crater Lake?
I've been there. I camped just down the hill from there a few years ago with my wife. Beautiful there.
Coffee cup emoji
Oh,
from
why are you sticky?
12B, Georgia.
Oh, yeah. 12B. Okay. Don't be gummy. We're good.
Any check balls?
No. The only check ball is in the hoo-ha. That brass check valve I drove in. Here's the old one. That's for the accelerator pump. Probably left out those parts that went flying across the floor. I went and got them.
Walk.
Okay. 2 rods left. Accelerator pump rod and the choke high idle rod, which has to be slotted in here. I didn't clean the rods, just FYI. Wish I had. But did I mention we're out of time? We're out of time.
We've been out of time.
Oh, we've been out of time for quite some time. Okay. There's that rod in place. And remember, bend this arm back. What do you got? How many more comments are there?
I don't know. A lot.
I apologize for the comments we're inevitably going to miss. But thanks for hanging out, everybody.
I don't.
This is quite the experiment. How many people are still here?
120.
Wow. That's quite a few for
This
our
is about where
normal
we've
lives. So thanks again, everybody.
Thanks for being here.
Okay. Accelerator pump arm.
I don't
This
know
is the
what
one
this-
I lost the clip for.
I think this was someone who had said something, but
Okay.
I don't remember what. How about we make a deal, 75-25 and a video revenue split?
For no. Was it for a travel?
I don't know.
Did
I
you
don't,
make that deal?
I'm so
I made that
sorry.
deal.
I don't know what
Nah,
we're
I'm not
talking
making that
about
deal.
anymore.
Someday 75% might be something. Thanks for that info. It's an engine. Got it. Nice.
All Classics is here.
Oh, cool. How's it going?
Hey, Jamie and Sis, congrats on 21K.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to say thank you, even though I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Bryce also said, love your channel. You rock. If I had credit cards based on all the help I've got via your channel, I would share the love, but I'm... Oh, you're in Auburn. That isn't very far.
That's not very far at all. Yes. I loosened this for no reason.
Buy him a drink if you ever see him in person, Bryce.
Send me a tip. There's a button in.
I think his point here was that he doesn't have
no
a
credit card for
card.
that. Got it. Well, I appreciate the good vibes. It's all good.
The views still pay.
They do.
So
They
the
do.
views pay the bills.
They literally do.
Oh, hey.
Status report. November is. I've made the most money in a month ever on YouTube by like
There's
a lot.
of local people.
Yeah, yeah.
Stephen Andrews says, howdy from Tenino.
Oh,
And
howdy.
he's enjoying.
The Squirmo side. There's so many of those, and they're all great. Yeah. All right. I'm going to use this clip because I lost one. And
Bryce.
Other than that, I think we're done.
Go eat dinner. We're not watching for the car bill. We watch for support.
Yeah, well,
he knows that the
yeah.
watches pay bills.
Listen, it's just like a moral sport. It's here for moral sport. It's like the idea of the thing. I couldn't finish this without finishing the carb. There you go.
Yay,
rebuilt,
shiny,
kind of.
shiny
Well,
toilet.
it's shiny in places. I got the main body really good, and then I realized this was just going to take forever, so I kind of gave up. I knocked the big chunks out. There's a lot more that could be done on this, but yeah, it's just going to have to be good enough.
That was the guy with the rare truck.
Rare. Oh, yeah.
75-25 revenue
Nice.
split on the videos, and that would be negotiable.
It would have to be.
Yeah. Rooster wants to know if you're gonna put fuel in that thing and make vroom sounds.
Well, I really wanted to.
Hey, don't forget to put that
Squirrel.
Hello and bye from Alabama. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, Mark.
I'm sure you're gone.
All right, we're wandering over to the 300.
Oh, hey, we got caught up.
Wow,
I think I'm
we
caught
did
up.
it just in time, and by just in time, I mean 25 minutes late. Ooh, oh, wait, that's backwards. There we go.
Aw,
It's
Stacy.
installed. Does it look installed? It's pretty much installed.
Yeah, that's how that works.
In case you hadn't noticed, I haven't finished the rest of the fuel system yet either. But anyway. No, I don't have time. Unfortunately, guys, I really got to get out of here. I'm going to starve to death, and so is Mrs. Jamie.
Stacy, it's
That would be
okay.
really
We'll be your
inconvenient.
friends. Thanks for keeping us stocked in chips.
Appreciate that.
Also, Rooster says, now that you did a live with Tony and have achieved global domination, what's next for Jamie?
If by global domination you mean 21,000 subscribers on YouTube, then yes.
I mean, everyone has to start somewhere.
That's right. All right, you want to hop in the Chrysler and we'll see if it'll start and we'll make vroom noises? It's kind of lame because I haven't actually changed the Thermoquad, but again, unfortunately, I just don't have the time. I will have another video coming on the Chrysler very soon, and you will see me install the carburetor in that. Also brakes. Also, why is it in a lake now? This was not a lake earlier before that. It wasn't. Oh, have I ever mentioned that there's kind of a smell to this car? There kind of is, yeah. Oh, yeah. That still makes it awkward, too. It sounds really good for a car that has zero accelerator pump. I hadn't run this thing in months. I had every intention of getting the car put on, but I guess 2 hours isn't enough hours to rebuild a carburetor and then install it and get it tuned and running. So I guess we all learned a valuable lesson. I never walk with a camera like this. I've never had to do that before.
That it took 2.5 hours, but we got caught up on comments.
We did.
You nailed it. Thanks again.
Thank you, Mark.
Dan Tupper says good night.
Night, Dan. Night, Dan.
Hi, everybody.
Food.
We achieved the unachievable.
We achieved the unachievable. We rebuilt a Thermoquad.
It's on there and running, but there's always.
I wish it was on there and running.
I'm really looking forward to getting this car actually usable, and
I'm really looking forward to getting this car actually usable, and you will absolutely see that on a video in the near
Thanks for
future.
hanging out.
But until then, thanks for hanging out. Thank you very much for 21,000 subscribers.
We're always here in the lives.
Thanks to the people that are always here in the lives. This is awesome.
Super chats.
Thank you for the super chats. It's very much appreciated. And all the nice things. The kind words.
Keeps me going, you know?
Keeps me going, you know?
See my breath. It's cold.
See my breath. It's cold as
All
balls. All right.
Thanks for hanging out.
We're going to leave now. We're going to leave now. So
say goodnight,
say
Raquel.
goodnight, Raquel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
All right, everybody.
Catch you later. I guess we'll see you for the 30,000 sub special
when we build a 273 live.
Made the echo worse.
Oh, it made it way worse. All right, I'm leaving now before it gets any worse. So, bye.
Bye.
See you next time. I have to hit the button. She doesn't know how. Bye now.